Hello everyone, my name is Jared Bowers and welcome back to the channel. And today we got a friend requested video. That's right. This is going to be about the former Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kevin Kolb. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. You know what it is, man. Life and Times of Kevin Kolb. Let's go. I'm excited. Kevin Benjamin Kolb was born in Victoria, Texas on August 24th, 1984. Kolb attended Stephenville High School in Stephenville, Texas. His sophomore year, he earned the starting job for the Yellow Jackets. Kolb was a two-time University Interscholastic League or UIL District 8-4A offensive MVP. Kolb was originally committed to Oklahoma State. This was rescinded when the University of Houston hired head coach Art Briles, his high school head coach. He was also recruited by TCU, the University of Oklahoma, and Texas Tech. Kolb was named starting quarterback one day before the season started. He was the first true freshman to earn the starting job in the history of the University of Houston. He made his debut for the school against Rice University. Kolb drove his team to a 7-6 record, receiving a bowl game to the Hawaii Bowl. Kolb drove his team to a 7-6 season, receiving a bowl game to the Hawaii Bowl, losing to the University of Hawaii on Christmas Day 2003, ending the 2003 season with 3,131 passing yards and 25 passing touchdowns. Kolb retained the starting job for the 2004 season. They started off the season against Rice again, but this result will not be the same as the previous year. Houston lost against Rice, and this was the same result for most of the year. Ending the season 3-8 and no bowl game appearance, and Kolb passed for 2,766 passing yards and 11 touchdowns, but the same amount of interceptions at 6. Kolb and the Cougars began the season versus Oregon at home and lost, but they gained some traction after. Ending the season 6-6, the Cougars got a bowl game. It was Houston versus Kansas in the Fort Worth Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas. Kansas pulled it out, beating Houston 42-13. Kolb ended the 2005 season with 3,258 passing yards and 19 touchdowns. Kolb also had more attempts and had more interceptions at 15. In Cobb's last season with Houston, this would be their best with Kolb under Art Briles. They began the season against Rice once again, and they beat them for the second time in 4 years. They played Memphis toward the end of the season, going into overtime, but pulling it out at the end. The University of Houston ended the season 10-4. They played and beat Southern Mississippi for the Conference USA Championship, winning that 34-20. The Houston Cougars met the South Carolina Gamecocks in the Liberty Bowl, but lost to South Carolina 36-44. Kolb was invited to the East-West Shrine Game on January 20th, 2007, and played in the Senior Bowl on January 27th, 2007. Kolb ended his college career with 12,964 passing yards and 85 touchdowns. Kevin Kolb was the number 6 rated quarterback in the 2007 NFL Draft by NFLDraftScout.com and was predicted to go in the 3rd or 4th round. This is the 3rd quarterback I've done from the 2007 NFL Draft, by the way. The other 2 are linked below. Kolb had worked out for the Ravens and Eagles, and he got drafted in the 2nd round, 36 overall, by the Philadelphia Eagles. He signed a 4-year contract worth $4.2 million and was a 3rd-string quarterback behind Dominic McNabb and A.J. Feely. Kolb was promoted to a 2nd-string backup. He played the entire second half against the Baltimore Ravens after McNabb got benched. Kolb got 17 completions for 144 yards and no touchdowns during the rest of the season. They were up 28-3 at half, and McNabb was hit on a 3-yard touchdown run late by several Panthers defenders. They cracked his ribs on his right side. Kolb then came in for McNabb, and they won and started the season 1-0. Week 2, Kolb started the game versus the Saints. The Eagles trailed early, ending the first quarter 10-7. They try to come back. However, the second quarter ended 13-17 entering halftime. The game ended 48-22, becoming 1-1. Cobb and the 1-1 Eagles faced Matt Castle and the 0-2 Kansas City Chiefs in week 3. The first quarter had two scores, both from the Eagles, one being a Shady McCoy touchdown and the other being a Kevin Cobb touchdown as well. The Chiefs scored in the second quarter, but the Eagles scored 10 to the Chiefs 7. The Eagles scored a field goal in the third and added a Brent Selleck touchdown in the fourth. The final score being 34-14, the Eagles progressed to 2-1 on the season and going into the bye week. Week 5 saw the 0-4 Buccaneers visit the 2-1 Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. McNabb returned to the starting job, adding another win to his record. Kolb did not start the rest of the year, but Michael Vick got the start in the wild card game, but lost to the Cowboys. McNabb was done as an Eagle after this season. The Eagles started Michael Vick in 2010, Kolb being the backup. Vick started, but Kolb played in the fourth game, so that's what we will start. The Washington Redskins, as they were known, traveled to Philly to take on their rivals and for Donovan McNabb to return to the link. Vick and the Eagles trailed early, 14-0 in the first quarter. Philly answered with a field goal from David Akers, but they returned with a Graham Gano field goal. The Eagles entered the quarter with another Akers field goal, only scoring 6 points. No one scored in the third. They tried to rally, putting Kolb in and connected with Selleck for a touchdown, missing the field goal and ending the game 12-17. The Eagles dropped to 2-2. Kolb started week 5, visiting Candlestick Park and the 49ers. Kolb threw a pass to Selleck for a touchdown, tying the Niners in the first quarter. Akers kicked a field goal, scoring 3 points, adding a Shady McCoy touchdown, with the Niners scoring a Joe Nedney 50-yard field goal to go into halftime. The Eagles and Niners were scoreless in the third. The Niners fumbled and safety Quintel McKell ran it back for a 52-yard touchdown. Alex Smith, the Niners quarterback at the time, connected with Vernon Davis for a touchdown, but Akers came back with a field goal. The Niners got a Frank Gore touchdown, but the Eagles held on and beat the 49ers, going to 3-2 on the year. Week 10 saw the Falcons travel to the link. Kolb connected with Deshaun Jackson for 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Kolb threw a passing touchdown to Jeremy Maclin. Matt Ryan threw a touchdown to Tony Gonzalez to answer the Eagles to enter halftime. The Falcons took an early third quarter lead with a Matt Bryant field goal. Kolb hit Jeremy Maclin for another touchdown pass. The Falcons tried to rally with a Gonzalez touchdown, but Akers hit a 30-yard field goal, making it 31-17 and progressing to 4-2. The Eagles traveled to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans in Week 7. The first quarter was scoreless. This ended with a David Akers field goal. Kerry Collins threw a touchdown pass to Kenny Britt to take the lead. Kolb responded with a Riley Cooper touchdown pass, adding an Akers field goal going into halftime. Akers hit another field goal in the third quarter with Rob Brynes hitting a field goal as well. Akers hit another field goal in the fourth, but this ended the Eagles scoring in the game. Collins hit Britt with an 80-yard passing touchdown, with Brynes hitting another field goal. Collins found Britt for another touchdown pass and another Brynes field goal. Kolb was intercepted by cornerback Cortland Finnegan for a pick 6. Following the loss of the Titans, Andy Reid announced that Vick would regain the starting job after the bye week and ended the quarterback controversy. Week 17 saw the Eagles go against the Dallas Cowboys at home. Kolb started the game since the Eagles clinched a playoff spot. The first quarter was scoreless, but in the second, Kolb hit Chad Hall with a 4-yard touchdown pass to take the lead. Kolb fumbled and DeMarcus Ware recovered for a touchdown, tying to go into halftime. David Akers hit a field goal to start the fourth after another scoreless quarter. After another field goal, Stephen McGee hit Jason Witten with a touchdown pass, ending the game 14-13. After another field goal, Stephen McGee hit Jason Witten with a touchdown pass, ending the game 14-13. The Packers traveled to the link and left with a win, ending the Eagles season in round one. Kolb ended the season with 1,197 passing yards, with 115 completions and 7 passing touchdowns. The Eagles wanted to make a deal for Kolb as Vic was the starter. This was not possible as the NFL labor dispute was happening, but Kolb said the following.
Arizona would be a great place. I've obviously envisioned myself there.
On July 28, 2011, Kolb was traded to the Cardinals for Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie and a second-round draft pick. Kolb signed a 5-year, $63.9 million contract. The Cards went 2-2 in preseason, and the first game was on 9/11/11. The first game was against the Carolina Panthers in Glendale, and they won 28-21, beginning the season 1-0. They lost the next 4 games, going 1-4 heading into the bye week. After the bye, they lost the next 2, going 1-6. Week 8 against the Baltimore Ravens, Kolb suffered turf toe and was held out for the next 4 games. Without Kolb, they went 3-1. Week 13 was the return of Kolb, beating the Cowboys at home. They ended the season 8-8, ending at 500, and they did not qualify for the playoffs. Kolb was in a quarterback battle with John Skelton. Skelton started week 1 and suffered an injury in the fourth quarter, so Kolb relieved him. Kolb rallied the team to a come-from-behind victory. Kolb went 4-1 after Skelton went down. Kolb started the game against the Bills and got a rib injury. Kind of ironic. So Skelton started for 4 games after that. Skelton was pulled after the Seahawks game, having 4 interceptions in that game. This means Ryan Lindley was put in and started the last few games. This was Kolb's last season with the Cards, as Kolb couldn't come to an agreement on a contract restructure, and he was released on March 15th, 2013. The Buffalo Bills signed Kolb to a 2-year, $13 million contract. Unfortunately, during a preseason game versus the Washington Redskins, Kolb suffered a severe concussion, being placed on IR on August 30th, 2013. He did not play in 2013 and was released on March 11th, 2014, in which he retired due to post-concussion syndrome. I'm not sure why the Eagles drafted Kevin Kolb after having McNabb on their roster. Maybe he went to the Cards off the bat. Maybe he could have had a better career. I'm not sure. It's really hard to tell. It's one of those things. I always do my thoughts at the end of these episodes, but it's so hard to really know what would happen. I can give my opinion. Obviously, it is called my thoughts. I don't know. I'm not sure if anything would have helped really. But I think going to anyone but the Eagles probably would have helped. Which I know is like most of the things I say about these, but I mean, you never know. If he went to the Cards off the bat, maybe it would have been better. I don't know. It's just one of those things, It's just if he was put in a different situation, it could have helped in the long run, or maybe it could have hurt him even more. I don't know, but those are just my thoughts, my opinions. Thank everybody for watching. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for more NFL videos if you like them. Like I said before, this is my 3rd video about someone got drafted in the 2007 NFL draft. So, if you want to check those out, I'll put those in the description below. I like doing these videos. And if you guys like them, please go ahead. Like the video. Tell me what you like about them or what you think I could change. I mean, I've been doing the same kind of structure for a long time and no one's really told me how they feel about it. So if you think I could, maybe do something a little different, please tell me. I'm always down for feedback. Anyway, subscribe, like the video, comment below. Did you like Kevin Kolb when he played? Did you watch him play in the NFL? If you did, tell me your thoughts. Tell me if I was right. I like hearing I'm right. No, I'm just kidding. But no, tell me what you thought about him. Tell me if you watched him play. If you didn't watch him play, What? I mean, does it sound like he did all right? Maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah. Also, comment any draft busts down below that you want to see in the next video or another video or whatever. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.